We call the Gunners. The only thing this club is gunning for is being the biggest banter club in the history of the Premier League. Please, just for one season, can we not be Potless FC? Am I asking for too much? Why can't this group of donkey players just be good for once? Every season we pretend like we're going to win the league, and every season we disappoint. I don't know what's worse, finding out that Santa Claus is not real, or finding out that Arsenal are not going to win the league again. I am sick and tired of waiting for next season. I should just quit and become Pep's dog again. That's the only way I'll win something.
I mean, that's cracked me up all the time. I can't lie. What the Jobs TV people back again. Before we start, make sure you hit the likes up. And after that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm on my road to 100 subs. I've only started this channel a couple of months ago. I mean, like I said in my previous video, I'm just taking baby steps on this one. You know, I'm only here to express my honest opinion. I'm not here to bamboozle everyone. I'm not here to say how good of a job Mikel Arteta has done at our football club and what a mess he inherited. Because let's be honest, that's just bollocks. This guy took us as far as he could. I do believe that. And for everybody that's saying, I think he's got one more season, we should give him one more season. I just want to know why. Like, what is the evidence? What are the evidence out there that suggests that Mikel Arteta should get one more season because he's going to win the lot next season? Are you not had enough about being Netflix FC? Because Evra wasn't wrong when he said Arsenal is like Netflix FC because he's always about next season. I know it rattles a lot of this, a lot of the fans, but he wasn't wrong. He was spitting facts, and this is what you're gonna find on this channel as well. Spitting facts. We're not here to fucking lie to ourselves. We're here to be honest with ourselves. And to be honest, like the truth is always harsh. I mean, not always, but most of the times, truth is harsh. Truth hurts, as the saying. And just want you to take a look at this picture here. We got Super Mikel Arteta here being stressed because at that point, when this picture was taken, it was only 1-1. The score was 1-1. We wasn't leading at that time. And Mikel Arteta was stressed. He was rattled. We've got Josh Kroenke here, our beloved owners. Hey, be excited, guys. Be excited. We're not excited, mate. And I can make you sure that he wasn't excited too. He was probably thinking like, fuck that. Spend 750 million for this. Richard Garlick, Tim Lewis, and my man, Andrea Berta, mate, who came in to sort this fucking shit out. I'm sure about it because I don't see why we never saw Andrea Berta and Mikel Arteta together. Andrea Berta got the job about 3 months ago. We still haven't seen him and Arteta together. And that tells me that Mikel Arteta is on borrowed time. I do think that Andrea Berta is going to get this guy sacked. And the sooner, the better for this football club. This season was a shambles. This season actually is supposed to be our season. I don't think 2 seasons ago, like last season, for example, with Man City on the back of winning a treble, I still think we should have, but Man City was just bad last season. Let's be honest. But everybody was telling me, "Oh, when Man City are falling off, we're gonna clear everything. We're gonna win the lot." Man City fall off the end of a cliff this season, and we won fuck all again. So it wasn't about Man City this season. It was about us. We should have a parade today, not Liverpool, not Crystal Palace, not Tottenham. not Newcastle. Just think about it, and this is just jarring because I'm just bored of saying Arteta out, and I think he's not the guy for this job, and so because I do think like if you got a bit of a sense in your mind, you can clearly see that this guy is clueless. At the start of last season, he let 4 attacking players go in Edin Ketia, in Fabio Vieira, which listen, I don't rate any of these players, but I'm just saying like a fact, yeah, because this fan base like a stats and facts and all that, yeah. So he let Nketiah number 9, Fabio Vieira number 10, Smith Rowe number 8, and Nelson, which is a right wing. He let them go. I know Fabio Vieira and Nelson, they both on loan. They will be back this summer, but it's not like he's gonna count for anything anyway because he clearly doesn't trust them. I don't rate them as well, but they're just like a fact. These are 4 attacking players. And then he bring on Merino, he bring on Sterling. You haven't seen the best of me yet. Well, we did, mate. We did saw the best of you. It was at Man City and Liverpool. So shut up. You were rubbish at Chelsea for 3 seasons as well. And Neto, which we've only seen him once against Girona away, when he was thinking that he's Superman, trying to handball the ball, trying to hand the ball in outside the area, outside the box. So what we're doing here, so just like a fact, yeah, he bring 3 defenders on and Sterling on loan on the deadline day, which we all knew he is not good enough. The day I saw that announcement, the day I saw the here we go, I thought we're in a top 4 race this season. And we were never in a title race, let's be honest. And the thing is, like, cool, you can't win the league. Your squad is not good enough. You are not good enough to win the league. But at least fucking win me a cup. I would have been happy. I would have stay here right now, and I would have been happy about a League Cup, an FA Cup. I'm not even talking about Champions League because we were never good enough to win the Champions League in the first place. No, like, oh, bring the boots in, bring your shin pads in. I want to play every ball, every tackle. Yeah, that's just PR. Let's be honest. 4 minutes in, wow, Dembele posted in 1-0 to the PSG. That's it, you're out. But I wanted to stay here at the end of the season with some silverware to show. And we're still 5 years in, 5 years into the process. Potless. We ain't got a pot to piss in. Like, and when I'm hearing about, oh, but he deserved more time, why? I just want to know why. Like, after the Real Madrid game, everybody was telling me, oh, you should apologize to Arteta right now. And I said, I'm not doing that. He hasn't won me silverware yet. Why should I do that? Just because he knocked out Real Madrid out of the Champions League? No chance. And whoever said that, oh, you should apologize. And I'm sure you don't. I wasn't the only one that was told to apologize to Mikel Arteta. But if you ever thought about that, just look in the mirror. Just look at yourself in the mirror and then ask yourself, am I a top gunner? Because if you thought that we should apologize to Mikel Arteta, you're definitely a top gunner. I can't lie. Havertz got injured. Another CDM playing as a false 9. Saka got injured. Never had a backup for him. Out for 4 months. Another excuse. Oh, but we don't have Saka. Odegaard got injured. 56 days out. We can't win a game because we don't have Odegaard. Came back, stunk out the gaff for the rest of the season. Martinelli got injured, pulled his hammy. Oh, but we don't have a backup for Martinelli. We had to play. Actually, at some point we played Tierney up front. Well, not up front, but on the left wing. Declan Rice got injured for a few games. We don't have a backup for Declan Rice. Gabriel went out injured. Pulled his hammy. Surgery on his hammy as well. We had about 4 surgeries just on the hammy. So Saka, Havertz, and Gabriel. I might miss another one. I don't know. But there was about so let's say 3 surgeries, grade 3, by the way. And the thing is with these surgeries, you'll see next season, and clip me on this if I'm wrong. You'll see next season how many injuries will Saka have. Because after these sort of injuries, players are, most of them, they're never the same. Look at Michael Owen, look at Fernando Torres. I know Michael Olise is doing beats at Bayern right now, but I remember when he came back from that injury, he was always became in an injury prone, especially in the Prem, because the tempo is different. And then who else? Oh yeah, he bring on Miles Lewis Kelly, but the thing is, again, like I'm hearing people saying, "Oh, look what he done with Miles Lewis Kelly." Yeah, cool. Miles Lewis Kelly is a bowler, but if it wouldn't been for Calafiori to be injured, if it wouldn't been for Ben White to be injured, we would have never seen Miles Lewis Kelly in the first place. He wouldn't got a chance. So big up to Miles Lewis Kelly, because and if you watch this, go to another club, mate. You in Nwaneri, you deserve better. A lot of these players deserve better in the actually, but this club is just this club is just a shadow of what it used to be back in the days. This club is just a shadow of the clubs of the once great club it used to be when we all start supporting it. And the thing is, the problem with this newer generation is that they never seen this club lifting proper silverware. I'm talking about Prems, I'm talking about FA Cups, I'm talking about Cup winner cups. They never saw it. I mean, I never saw them winning an Euro, I don't know, an Europa League or a Champions League. But still, I've seen glory at this football club. I've seen Henry, I've seen Bergkamp. Am I supposed to rate Odegaard? Oh, by the way, he came on yesterday. He scored a cracker, but because there was no pressure. The pressure was to beat Southampton, who were already relegated. They were the worst side in the Premier League this season. So we should have been beating Southampton with the reserves, with players that I've never heard about. Just put them in the team. We had to bring Odegaard, we had to bring Havertz, we had to bring Trossard on just so we can beat Southampton away. This is the state we're in. It's a shambles, I can't lie. And the season is done, and we suddenly linked with 100 different players. Realistically, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think we're going to buy all these players. I don't think we're going to buy Gyökeres. I think we might end up with Sesko. We might buy Zubimendi. I don't know, but the thing is, they say, "Oh, that deal is done." Well, but how can it be done? Because that's a release clause. So when a player's got a release clause, you don't even have to speak with the club. You just pay the fee to the FA in if it's in England or is any other different country. Just pay the fee, and then you talk directly with Zubimendi. You talk directly with the player. I remember when we signed Partey, he was at Atleti back then, and we paid the fee. We paid the release clause. He didn't even say goodbye to Simeone because you don't have to. You have a release clause. So I think that's a lot of bullshit as well about Zubimendi. I don't know. We might end up buying him, but it just doesn't make sense for me. We still need about 2 or 3 defenders. We still need a backup goalkeeper. We still need a number 9. We still need an attacking mid, a left winger. We're far from winning. And I'm sure you see we're going to buy some players that we were never really linked with, or we didn't heard about them being linked with us. And this fan base will rate again, oh, this is a 7 out of 10 transfer window, 8 out of 10, which in fairness it will probably be a 4 or a 5. I can probably see a maximum of 4 players coming in this season at Arsenal, and it doesn't really excite me because I'm looking at Kai Havertz. He's our highest paid player, which it doesn't make sense. You can't bring Gyökeres in unless you get rid of Kai Havertz, because Kai Havertz has to fit into the first 11. You can't have your highest paid player sitting on the bench. So, well, if Andrea Berta can sell Kai Havertz, that will be a very good job. And then again, you have to give Saliba, you have to give Gabriel, Saka, you have to give them new contract. If I'm Saliba, I'm looking at Kai Havertz. Yeah, he's on 280k a week. Cool. I want 300 because I'm better than him. If I'm Saka, I'll be in for 350. Oh, you don't want to give it to me? Cool. I've got 2 years left. I'll run it down. I'm sure Liverpool will need a right winger because Salah's probably got what? I know he's signed a new contract, but he's got what, 2 years? Yeah, cool. I'm going to Liverpool, mate. Oh, I will guarantee to win trophies at Liverpool. I don't have to stay at Arsenal. What, Kai Havertz on 280? If I'm Gabriel, I'm like, yeah, cool. I've got an offer from Saudi, mate, for 350k. Can you top that? No. This club is in a bigger mess than when Arteta first came in. At least when Arteta first came in, we knew what we were. But we still had Emi Martinez, which we didn't replace. I don't think Roy is better than Martinez. We still had Aubameyang back then, Golden Boot winner. We definitely didn't replace him. We had Ozil there. We never replaced him. I will actually had a juiced up version of Ozil right now instead of Odegaard. I can't lie. This season we failed miserably. But the thing is, like, when I'm looking at the Champions League, for example, yeah, we went out with PSG. It's not the fact that we went out. It's not the fact that we lost the tie. It's the way we end up. Because Mikel Arteta sat there in the press conference and said, oh yeah, I played with Ronaldinho at PSG. So you played with Ronaldinho at PSG. Yeah. You played under Wenger at Arsenal. And you coached with Pep at Man City. But somehow we play like Stoke City. Make it make sense. We went away at Paris and we were playing for throws. We had Partey, just like Partey could Rory Delap into the box, and we hope for the best. Make it make sense. Thing is, if you decide to play boring football, at least make it winning. At least deliver silverware, because look at this guy here. Eh? Probably like young generation. I'm not expecting them to actually have any knowledge about George Graham, but this guy was playing a terrible football. Worst football you ever seen. Worst football you ever watch. If you they say it was like a cure for insomnia. But this guy, look at the trophies he delivered. One World Cup, Winners' Cup. We never seen that again after him. Even in Wenger days. Even Wenger couldn't deliver a European trophy, but this guy could. With boring, dull football. One FA Cup, 2 League Cups. We haven't seen a League Cup since. 2 or First Divisions. Well, First Division used to be like what is right now Premier League. So what are we doing here? If you decide to play boring football, at least win. So I'm not going to sit here and complain, oh, yeah, we won the Premier League. Oh, yeah, we won the FA Cup, but we're boring. I don't care. Just bring me the damn trophy. Don't give a fuck about the style of football. Unless you win me something. But if you don't win me anything and you play that fucking boring style of football, then what am I going to get out of it? Some dickheads in the chat were saying, oh, you're not even going to games. Why would I go to games? Why would I pay my hard earned money to go and see that in that shithole of a stadium, soulless stadium as well? We left Highbury to move to Emirates to compete with Bayern Munich and Barcelona. Did we ever actually done that? No. We failed in bringing a Premier League trophy at the Emirates. All we won since we moved at the Emirates is 5 FA Cups. Is that enough for a big club? I don't believe so. 5 FA Cups in, 21 years? For a so-called big club, that's a joke. Chelsea has won 25 trophies in the last 20 years. Man City was clearing everything in the last 20 years. Man United, Liverpool, even Leicester. Since we moved out the Emirates, Leicester won a Premier League. And we didn't. Make it make sense. And we were ahead of all these clubs. I mean, we probably wasn't ahead of Man United because they had a bigger stadium, they had a bigger fan base, they used to buy the best players. But we moved at the Emirates. We had the second biggest stadium in the Prem. And then we got bamboozled and PR'd with, oh, we had debts, we have that, we have to sell our best players. So, but now we're debt free. So how can we not compete with the likes of Real Madrid, with the likes of, let alone Real Madrid, but because we were never going to be bigger than them. But I'm talking about the mentality, the winning mentality. We have to establish the winning mentality at this football club. And I'm looking at this bunch of players. They never lifted silverware together. They don't have that taste of winning. Only a few of them has lifted silverware previous to coming into Arsenal, like Kai Havertz, Declan Rice. I'm sure Gabriel won something with Lille. I know Saka, he probably played a few games in when we won the FA Cup in 2020, but that's not enough. That's not enough for Saka. This guy is a baller. He's been carrying us for the last 5-6 seasons. It's a shambles. And look, Man United, they're in the gutter, but they're already doing business. Cunha, here we go. I like Cunha. I think he's a baller. But what is he going to fit at Arsenal? Of course, Mikel Arteta was going to buy him because he had to drop Odegaard. And he's got a big ego. Arteta don't like big egos. He didn't like Ozil. He didn't like Aubameyang. He didn't like Emi Martinez. But let me tell you something. Best players in the world, they got big egos because they know their worth. He ain't going to come here and be your little puppet like Martin Odegaard does, because Martin Odegaard has more loans than fucking NatWest Bank. He was loaned everywhere by Real Madrid. Drinking off a bottle, by the way. We love bottles at Arsenal Football Club, let's be honest. Women teams cooled us. Look at this. Champions of Europe. Arsenal women team. Respect to them. Respect to Renee. The gaffer. Prove that doesn't take time. Delivered the biggest trophy out there in her first half season. She's got a job since January, so it doesn't take time. Conte won Serie A with Napoli, with Lukaku up front, Billy Gilmore, and fucking Scott McTominay in his first full season. Doesn't take time. Hansi Flick won a domestic treble. La Liga, Super Cup, Copa del Rey. First full season. Doesn't take time. Arne Slot. That alone, the fact that Arne Slot came into the Prem and won the Prem in his first season, that's a sackable offense for Arteta. You can't, like, we finished above Liverpool 2 seasons in a row, and then Arne Slot came in and then said, "Boom, the Prem is mine." 15 points clear, because I know the table now is on. I guess it's 10 points different. They were on 84. We finished on 74, but when they first a month ago, it was 15 points difference. And they lost the games after, but there was no need for them to win the other games. They could have lost yesterday as well. There was no need for them to fucking win any other game. And they already have their transfers lined up. They sign in Verts, they sign in Frimpong, they sign in Kerkez, they sign in Mamarsdashvili from Valencia, goalkeeper. And I'm telling you now, they are going in for a striker, because they ain't got a striker. Nunes is just a blind man. It's just a waste man up front. I'm not going to be surprised if they will end up with a Gyökeres or an Isak. Because they are an attractive club. We're not. They go a proper elite gaffer. We don't. We go super duper Mick, who's still a fucking rookie. 1st of June, the transfer window will open, and listen, I just want to see a here we go. 1st of June, I want to see a here we go. Gyökeres holding the fucking shirt. Give him number 9, give him number 14. I couldn't care less. I want to see him at the club. I had enough of this. Just had enough. I'm gonna play this as an outro clip. Again, sub to the channel, like the channel, help me grow it. I'll be coming probably once a week here with some transfer news. I'm just trying to. I need a break. Every Arsenal fan needs a break. We had enough of waffles. We had enough of failure as this football club. This guy sat in the press conference yesterday and waffled again about, we squeezed everything. Fuck off. You're a prick. AFTV, you're a cancer to the football club as well, yeah? I haven't forget about you. AFTV and that prick Robbie, you fat bastard. Go support Luton Town, mate. You're not an Arsenal fan. You can't answer shit about Arsenal. You're a Luton Town. Take your fucking brother and take that prick Julian with you and fuck off out of this football club, yeah? You're a cancer to this football club. You're a cancer to this fan base. Robbie and his fucking brother stood in their studio at the beginning of the season, and they were rating the transfer window, well, the last summer transfer window, 8 out of 10, because we bought Calafiori and Marino. Go fuck yourselves, mate. Absolute pricks. Oh, we bottled the league because the Queen dies. And then yesterday, that fucking prick Julian, it's the Pope's fault because he died. Go fuck yourselves, mate. Just excuse FC. Had enough of this. It's fucking winding me up. Take care of yourself, people. Subscribe to the channel. Bless.
Hello, I am Mikel Arteta, and this is the only bottle we'll be lifting this season. It is called the Bottled It Again water bottle, inspired by our heroic tradition of going top of the league for 247 days and finishing with absolutely fuck all. You want to stay hydrated while your team evaporates under pressure? This is for you. You want to sip on something while watching your Champions League dreams diverse Spurs after 4 minutes? This is for you. That is my face on the bottle. The same face I made when we lost to fucking West Ham at home in April.